Oh my god. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then welcome. It's lovely to have you here. I'm holding a cup because I've heard it helps with camera shyness, which is something I still struggle with. So bottoms up, cheers. Also, apologies if you can hear my air conditioner. I'm Australian and it's hot. Fun fact about me, I was a little bitch as a kid. In today's video, I really wanted to discuss some things that really shook me as a kid. I've seen other people make videos about this topic and I really wanted to pitch in because I was scared of so many ridiculous things as a child. Like, it was crazy. Anyways, enough yapping. Let's get spooky. You be the judge. Was I a little baby? Okay, so I know this one is probably a really common one, but the Thriller music video kind of got to me for a few years. I think the reason for that was because around the time Michael Jackson died, there was a lot of these weird Michael Jackson ghost videos being uploaded to YouTube for some reason, which would be disguised as just kind of like a normal ghost caught on camera video, and then it would just be horrific jump scare. And I hated them. That's another thing on this list. Michael Jackson ghost videos and just jump scare videos in general from that period of YouTube. Like, bro, rocking chair? Ew. But yeah, the Thriller music video used to really creep me out during the zombie part. There was just something about MJ in zombie getup and like his sunken eyes that really got to 8-year-old me. This next one might be a little bit niche. I'm unaware if people were scared of this as kids. I was, for some reason. But what the hell was up with that Dolby Pictures ad from the late 90s? I hope I'm saying that right. Fucking Dolby Dad. Like, honestly, I thought it was creepier than the movie Piracy ad, which was so intense. But why is this so dramatic? Like, what was that? I would be ready to watch the fucking Wiggles movie and 3-year-old me would be greeted by fucking dread and stress. It was on many DVDs in the late 90s and early 2000s and it really scared me. They had a couple other ones that were kind of loud and creepy, but let's move on to the next one. This one, I don't really need to say much about it. This is a very common childhood fear. Bloody Mary was pretty famous when it came to school playground talk. She really was just the talk of the town during lunchtime. I was just always scared of getting up late at night to go to the bathroom and then going to wash my hands and seeing that damn woman. It scared me more than I'd like to admit.
I still want your disco stick.
I have no idea how to introduce this one. I feel like it's quite specific, but if you were on YouTube in the old days, you might be aware of what I'm talking about if you watched Shane Dawson, which we all did. The video was titled Lady Gaga Tried to Kill Me, which of course it was. At the start of the video, Shane Dawson is getting chased by this figure in like a cloak or something. He reaches a locked door at the end of a hallway, and the lighting and the music in this moment really just did not go well with me at like age 8, I think. Then she's just kind of approaching him through the darkness and Shane's screaming and shit.
Who are you? What do you want?
It's actually one of Shane's friends just dressed as Lady Gaga. But once she's revealed herself, she just starts dancing really sexually. She then grabs Shane and like forcibly pulls him down the hallway while he's just screaming.
Please don't fuck me!
Now back then, that scared the shit out of me. But watching it now, it just kind of made me feel uncomfortable and like, it's just not funny. So I think this one is going to surprise some of my doll collecting girlies. But Living Dead dolls used to freak me out when I was like 8 or 9, which is so odd because I ended up loving them later on in life. Basically, I had this friend at the time whose mum bought a bunch of Living Dead dolls while she was on holiday, and when she got home, she put them above her bed. But my friend would say to me that ever since her mum got back from holiday with the dolls and put them above her bed, she had been waking up with scratches all over her body. And me being me, I was mortified. And honestly, that is probably why I didn't see the first Child's Play till I was like 12, because I was not fucking with murderous dolls. But I now have Living Dead dolls and a Chucky doll, for that matter, since I just mentioned Child's Play. So yeah, we've come a long way, guys. So I saw the music video for The Kill around age 4 or 5, which was the year it came out. So considering my age, I obviously hadn't seen The Shining yet, so I didn't quite understand the references the video was making. I just thought it was scary as shit. And to be honest, it is still scary as shit. I mean, would you feel safe around Jared Leto? This man? Exactly, that's what I thought.
Hey, Paul!
But yeah, this part of the video especially, I wasn't playing. That was really scary to me. This one I think many people might relate to, judging by the comments underneath both of these videos. On one afternoon in 2009, my dad and his friend are catching up over beers and sports. While that was happening, me and my dad's friend's daughter were just browsing YouTube in the computer room, just having a good old chill time. This horrific thumbnail pops up titled Taylor Swift You Belong With Me spoof or parody or whatever, and the girl I was with was like, oh cool, click it. And I was so hesitant, but I clicked it. And as a lot of you who watched YouTube back then probably know, I was greeted with a blonde woman with really sharp teeth eating organs and singing about it in the style of Taylor Swift's You Belong With Me. We were terrified, but also kind of stunned. We couldn't look away from it, but it got to a point where we just had to, and we just cried. It was all I could think about when I went to bed for the next few nights. It was awful. But rewatching it for this video was really fun because I like looking at old YouTube videos. I just really miss old YouTube. It's just not the same anymore, and I don't think it ever will be. But really quick before we move on, there was another spoof by the same creator, which as I'm filming this, I cannot remember her name. When I'm editing, I'll just put it in the video, but I can't remember it right now. But she did this Lady Gaga poker face spoof, which wasn't as scary for me as the other one. It was just kind of more eerie, but just the bit where she comes into the house was just really terrifying to me. I don't know why. Ask me from fucking 15 years ago. This next one is from when I was really little, but I was terrified of Robot Santa from Futurama. Not much to say about that. I don't know why I was so freaked out about him, but yeah, I just was. I would have been extremely young though, like between toddler, preschool age, just somewhere in there. I guess I just didn't want that man delivering my fucking Polly Pocket mermaid set. On the Santa topic though, I was also really scared of this life-sized Santa that my nan owned. Like, he was life-sized. He was taller than me at the time. I was a very small child. When you pressed a button, he would like shake his arms and move his hips and would be so loud. He would sing so loud, it was terrifying. I wouldn't dare go into the spare room where he was stored. I wouldn't even step foot near the doorway. I was a Movie Star Planet girly. That was my social media as a kid. Like, I even continued to play it on and off throughout my teens and adult years. But when I was a kid, I would watch a lot of MSP content on YouTube, and a popular topic amongst that was hackers. And mind you, it obviously turned out that a lot of these hackers just weren't hackers at all, but some of them actually were, I think. But they would usually have this weird, unsettling design, and people would make these really dramatic warning videos about them. Creepy music, creepy images of the hacker, and just these over-the-top warnings being like, watch out for Dolly. She's back, and she's gonna come for us all, and she's gonna take all our fame and all our coins. Like, it was so over the top, but it was hilarious. But it kind of freaked me out as a kid, and the word hack scared me so much. I thought if I went onto MSP, these hoes were gonna hack my computer and my dad would fucking yell at me or something. Also, sorry for cursing so much. I'm just really passionate about these topics, I guess. This one might be a little bit niche, I'm not too sure, but does anyone remember that really mid straight to DVD third Little Mermaid movie? Well, a couple years prior to that film's release, I had another Disney film on DVD, and there was a very early teaser for The Little Mermaid 3. And all it really was just recycled footage from the first movie of the ship out in the ocean when it was like storming and shit. But the teaser was just really dark for what the movie ended up being. There's actually a theory that an original version of the movie was scrapped and is now lost media due to how dark that teaser was, which, by the way, none of that is confirmed. And while the teaser didn't terrify me, it definitely creeped me out enough to make me feel on edge. Not only was the tone dark, the music was really oddly intense, and there's this bit with Ariel's eyes under the water that is kind of weird even to this day. I'm not a fan of it. It looked like a fan-made trailer, and it still does to this day, which is weird. It was on another Disney movie's disc.
Elmo's got a gun.
So I don't think I have a lot to say about this one, but I do like talking about old YouTube videos. This was definitely my first time seeing something so innocent and made for children turned into something very mature. Seeing a slideshow of the Sesame Street characters looking really angry and an Aerosmith song with the lyrics changed to being about Elmo brutally killing all of his friends was something my little brain could not process. I couldn't shake the feeling that Elmo was gonna grab his weapon and find my fucking address. I do have to say though, when I rewatched it, it really does feel like the one of many definitive videos from that era of YouTube. Like half an hour on Microsoft Movie Maker and you had a hit. So I think this one is pretty common, which is why I've left it to the very end. I feel like everyone has some sort of experience of being a little scared of a creepypasta character when they were a bit younger. But I think some notable ones is obviously Slender Man and Jeff the Killer. While these two didn't really terrify me, I used to read about them a lot and watch fake proof videos on YouTube, which I look back on and they are great. I just kind of had this weird morbid curiosity by this point. I think I was like 11. But mind you, at this time, we lived in a house that was the last house in the street and we were surrounded by bush, or forest if that's what you call it. In Australia we call it the bush, so not this bush, this bush. It's just really dry and it catches fire often, unfortunately. But yeah, so Slender more so gave me the creeps because I was always really scared that I'd look through my window late at night and he would just be there in the trees, looking right at me, knowing that I'm looking at him. Jeff the Killer didn't really scare me as a character. It was more so this photo that didn't sit right with me at the time. Still to this day, it looks kind of weird, but it is kind of funny. It kind of looks like me. Fun fact, I actually didn't find out about Jeff the Killer through creepypasta. I found out through a PewDiePie Let's Play that came out around that time. It was like a fan-made Jeff the Killer game, and yeah, that's how I found out who he was. Now look, there's many more things that scared me as a kid, especially other old YouTube videos, but for now this is all I could think of, and I mean, if you want a part 2, I'd be more than happy to make it. In conclusion though, I personally think that the harmless, silly things that frightened you as a kid does have a kind of positive impact on you later in life, especially on the things that you like and your hobbies, and as far as I'm concerned, even the way you look. Like, I was scared of this and this and this, and now I look like this. Another thing as well, like, I was such an easily frightened child, but now horror is my favorite genre of film. I collect horror stuff, and those things and like the concepts of like Nightmare on Elm Street and Child's Play once terrified me. I wanted to do this video because recently I've unfortunately been reflecting on a lot of actual serious scary shit from my childhood. So I felt that maybe looking back on some old, silly, unserious things that frightened me as a kid would be a nice way to cheer myself up a little bit. Because I mean, the fact that this was scary to me is insanely funny. I guess I just found comfort in looking back on the things that I may have been scared of back then, but really were just harmless and didn't have any sort of negative impact on me later on in life. And like the examples I gave before, honestly, I think it led me down the right path. And as a message to younger me, you're gonna look like a cunty Jeff the Killer when you get older, and it's gonna be great. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please comment down below what frightened you as a kid. Honestly, the more ridiculous, the better. Also comment if you can relate to any of mine. God, I hope there's some, because I feel ridiculous. As always, here are my socials. Go show them some love. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next one.